And we are live. Good morning, crypto warriors, and welcome back to the Gym of Crypto, episode 829. Woo! Goodness gracious. Today is, I don't even know, to keep it real. Today is Wednesday, November 3rd, 2021, and I'm King, here to bridge the gap between the community and crypto every day, Monday through Friday at 10-ish. And today's top stories. Nike trademark applications and job postings hint at joining the metaverse. Microsoft muscles into the metaverse with Teams updates and Xbox upgrades. Crypto.com co-ops with esports host Twitch rivals for global crypto outreach. Cryptocurrency trading platform Crypto.com to debut UFC NFTs. Laotian government budget expected to gain $194 million from crypto miners by 2022. And Miami mayor plans to accept next paycheck entirely in Bitcoin. And I'm going to say and twice because there's going to be more as well. But of course, if you just join and make sure you smash that like and share as I bring this chat box up to give a few shout outs to some folks. I see already entered the chat. What's going on? Bill Spliff, Cryptocurrency, Carmelo, Chappie, Michael Kennedy, JB. I know everybody's loading in right now. As you all do load in, let's go ahead and talk prices, see what's going on in this market today. Let's see, Bitcoin is coming in. Whoa, that just happened rather quickly. I just saw it at 64 again, but Bitcoin's at $61,757, down 3.2%. That must have literally just happened. Ethereum, same thing. It must have just, these things just taken a dip within the last 30 minutes. Ethereum's down $4,472 down. So yeah, 0.44%. It's changing in front of our eyes. Binance Coin is number 3, $539, down 2.14%. Cardano at 5 at $2.04, up 2.19%. Solana up 8.84% at $224. You got XRP at $1.15, up 3.6%. And really quick, 9 and 10, Dogecoin at 26 cents, down 2.71%. And Shiba at 6,336, way less than a penny. I was about to say Satoshis, but I was just like, I forgot they actually had this price down in dollars, down 7.66%. So again, the market's still healthy. For the most part, a lot of projects are at or very near their all-time high. So of course, that's good in the market. And I want to give a shout out to today's sponsor, actually a repeat customer here, Zelm.io. Shout out to Zelm.io. There's a few things in the description I didn't include that gave more information about the project. So they wanted me to definitely give that shout out. And I appreciate that as well. Like, hey, make sure you can check out all the information on them and do your due diligence before, of course, you look into any project. But that's a sponsored project, Zelm.io. So again, that link will be in the chat. You'll probably see it pop up on Twitter as well. All good. And yeah, I already saw some comments, so you know what time it is. Let's see. Chappie, shout out to Chappie. Say I got a comic, ended up with a rare. Nice. Let's see. This isn't really a story of the day, but something I just wanted to actually bring up was this JPMorgan report that says CBDCs can save firms $100 billion a year in cross-border costs. It's actually pretty funny. It might just be me not being on Twitter enough and knowing how to do it, or please let me know in the chats. Are there some people on Twitter you actually cannot message? Because I was going to message the editor or the writer of this article before the show. And I was like, hey, of course you don't have to tell me. But out of curiosity, I'm actually wondering if these are sponsored posts as well, because I started thinking about it. I was like, JPMorgan gets a good 5 to 7 articles a month almost, I would say, on some of the popular sites that don't just go around shopping articles out. So I don't know. To me, it was just kind of one of those things. I wonder, that'd be a smart play by them. But regardless, water's wet. JPMorgan report says CBDCs can save firms $100 billion a year in cross-border costs. Okay, first of all, we all know Bitcoin can do that. So that's the obvious. Second thing is, this is why we kept saying, regardless, XRP would kind of not really win the war that they were fighting, because JPMorgan is going to do it. And they have more friends internationally than Ripple. The banks are going, or other banks are going to do it. The government's going to do it with the Federal Reserve. Like, everyone's going to do this CBDC or state or regional or some type of territorial coin. So that's also going to happen. That will, of course, put XRP in danger. The thing that was actually interesting, I was thinking about today when I was actually looking at all this, is the SEC could actually drop the case against Ripple right now, or let's say lose or whatever. The SEC could lose. And while Ripple would pump, I don't think it will go as high or as crazy as we think, because of things like this now are happening. JPMorgan inserting themselves into the conversation. But one thing I did want to say is it is important to look at this stuff, because there will be ancillary investments to make, right? For people who are in the traditional market, or you're always looking at some of the companies that actually own mining facilities or mining companies. This could be one of those plays where we're looking at certain CBDCs, the companies that invested them might be a play. But I mean, at the end of the day, like I said, water's wet. All crypto can save you money, but I will give it to JPMorgan, because they're about to pimp the institutions. They're like, all right, we know we can't get a lot of, even retail people at this time, right? People are talking about Dogecoin. They're not worried about a JPMorgan CBDC. So they're like, okay, we know we're not going to get a lot of these people that are already in crypto, hardcore, or even ancillary on the boundaries to it. But we can get these banks and institutions who have been scared to make a move forward into it, who are now thinking about it before they look at all these thousands of the cryptocurrencies. JPMorgan wants to make sure they can tell them about their CBDC that I'm sure they're going to make. Let's see. Nike is definitely in the news. We got to talk about Nike. That is the top story of the day. Nike trademark applications and job postings hint at joining the metaverse. Folks, I knew today was going to be a good day. I felt like I was actually in the metaverse when you woke up. This is no green screen behind me. I'm literally in a cloud this morning. I felt so amazed. I've never had my window open. I was like, have you woke up in a cloud before? It is amazing. It's cool. It's crisp. The city, LA, was waking up in the morning buzzing. So I don't know. I just feel like I'm in the metaverse. We have all this metaverse talk going. I'm immersing myself into it. But unlike reported issues with the company's physical shoe supply, it looks like Turner took a shot at Nike. Virtual sneakers may not be limited by real-world problems stemming from the pandemic, says his article. Sports footwear and apparel manufacturer Nike is exploring the design of virtual materials featuring its iconic logo and slogan. Looks like according to records submitted to the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office on Wednesday, Nike has filed applications for its namesake swoosh logo and "Just Do It" slogan to be used in virtual goods for its entertainment services, retail stores, and for use online and in online virtual worlds. The filings, along with 2 recent job postings for virtual material designers, suggest the company is laying the groundwork for Nike branded products in the metaverse. So I would definitely say any major company that has half a brain right now should be doing something in the crypto sphere, in the Bitcoin universe. So metaverses, NFTs, of course, this already makes sense for well-established companies and organizations, because literally all you have to do is get somebody to digitize a lot of things you already have and you're doing, and you can like instantly make money off of just having a customer base that loves your product already and just wants to support you, right? But the cool thing, I was in the comments. The cool thing about Nike actually doing this, though, or I would say the business aspect of them actually doing, I said the cool thing, the business aspect of them doing this is whether they actually move forward or not right now, they're just trying to reserve their space. They're trying to reserve their name. For those who've already signed up on Ethereum name service, boom, dropping a jewel right there. Make sure you smash that like if you haven't already. Unfortunately, I think they already did the snapshot, but they're about to do like some type of airdrop for those who already signed up on Ethereum name service. So there's all types of stuff going on the digital side. And literally, I think Nike is just reserving their area. They're reserving their territory. So they're going to have names on ENS. They'll have land already bought in different metaverses. Like they'll have these things being bought and maybe even built, but that doesn't mean they're actually going to move forward. It might be 2 or 3 years before we see Nike in the metaverse. Or I don't know, looking at this trademark, here we go. So here's the Nike trademark. Let's see. Yeah, so you all can go more in detail on that. I know I was going to click all the way around. I'm not going to go look for all their stuff. And then here is the job search. So I'm assuming, wow, the links, good gracious, they linked us to the main site. But yeah, that is Nike. With Nike, of course, you got Microsoft. This story says Microsoft muscles into the metaverse with team updates and Xbox upgrades. The title is in the headline is in the story itself. The story is in the headline. But what I did want to capture from this was the metaverse enables us to embed computing into the real world and to embed the real world into computing, bringing real presence to any digital space, said Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella. they brought up a couple important points that we talk about on this channel a lot. And that's video games. United States tech giant Microsoft is taking the plunge to the metaverse via updates to its Teams and Xbox gaming console services, along with a new product called Dynamic 365 Connected Spaces. I'm trying to see where he mentioned it. I like this tweet from on the metaverse is here. And we're not only transforming how we see the world, but how we participate in it from the factory floor to the meeting room. Take a look. Yeah, if you want to watch that, it's a 3-minute Microsoft commercial, basically. But essentially, in this article, they were talking about gaming, and over 1 billion people right now are already into video games. More will be coming. More will join the gaming verse, and all of this will be built on things like the metaverse. So, again, this is a pretty long article, as you can see. I'm trying to find where he actually mentioned gaming. But like I said, the important thing is it is the trend, is where everybody's going. And it was also mentioned again, I might be getting my articles mixed up. It was also mentioned with the Twitch article as well. So I'll take a peek at that in a second. Let me go ahead and check out some of these comments. What's going on, DJs and Meta J's? I know, right? Hey, would you pay $300 for some Meta J's? Why do y'all let me know I was dark as I don't know what in these comments? Let me get this, get this light on me. Get this light on me. There we go. What's going on? DM Cars and Nike getting it in. Sneakers NFT. Yeah, that would be crazy though. I mean, I could see some Jordan 12, some Jordan 13s. Like what? If Nike were to do like some Jordan 12s or Jordan 13 NFT, 1,000 of them, only 1,000. And I don't know, do something creative with it too. Like have Michael Jordan actually do something with the project. What? Collectors will go crazy. They'll go after it. So yeah, for sure. What's going on, Leroy? I love all these companies keep joining the metaverse without stating what metaverse they're joining. That's my point. That's why I was like, even with the first one, Nike, they could just be buying up different plots of land. It could just be, like I said, just getting their business prepared for if this is, they're getting their business prepared for the day Reebok says they have a store in the metaverse. Nike, but all right, hey, we got a bigger one already set up across the street. Like that's what they're kind of, I think they're judging right now. Let's see. Satoshi Slim, hey, thank you for that shout out. You should get the masterclass. Zay does a nice intro to the metaverse. Listen, I actually used Zay's stuff in the masterclass for the metaverse and the BTC Pay server. So yeah, that's why I keep saying, I was like, I swear by the masterclass, because I've been using it. I've used it myself many times over again, more than once myself for some of the parts he was doing. So for sure. Let's see what else we have going on. What's going on? Lawrence Sanders, Damon King. Let's see, Adrian Ford, Milto, Esther, Kadeem, Emmanuel, Alipio, what's up? All right, let's see. Oh, and Alipio, I just saw your message on Twitter. I'm definitely gonna catch up. Trust me, I'm gonna be on the tweets and comment section today, people. I'm gonna be all up in it. I'm carving out some time today. I'm gonna be relaxing, probably with a brew in my hand, just responding. So yes. Let's see. What are we looking at here? Crypto.com. I want to talk about these two Crypto.com stories. Crypto.com co-ops with esports hosts Twitch rivals for global crypto outreach. So yeah, I did misspeak. That was in this article where they were talking about the amount of gamers, but it still stands the same that Microsoft is doing the exact same thing, essentially with their Xbox. But Crypto.com has been everywhere, also known as Monaco. If you remember, Crypto.com used to be Monaco. But the multi-year partnership aims to increase local crypto adoption in the esports landscape across the globe. Twitch rivals and esports tournament hosts featuring Twitch streamers and pro gamers has onboarded crypto trading platform Crypto.com as a global marketing and cryptocurrency platform partner. With well over 1 billion gamers worldwide, they're saying fans of gaming and esports are digital natives from whom cryptocurrency is inevitable. People, I am telling you now, just being in Hollywood, seeing the amount of gaming commercials that go down, actually seeing the, actually seeing these gaming companies out here who are headquartered here, the gaming teams out here. I think there's like 2 pro Call of Duty teams out here. Like it is real. It's a real thing. It's not back in the day or will you be playing games for all day? It's like, no, there are some very expensive tournaments going on. People are doing it full time. And I think esports would be huge just looking off of YouTube, like literally looking at YouTube views. You know what? Here's a perfect example. Let's just do it together right now. YouTube, okay? We're gonna go to YouTube and we are going to search Call of Duty. Call of Duty, right? Let's go to a live Call of Duty video game. Let's see. Where is the Call of Duty game? Well, you know what? We don't even need to go into one. Just look at the trailer. Here's a revealed trailer 2 months ago that did 25 million views. People, that's ridiculous for a video game. Let's say gameplay. Let's go to gameplay. 11 million views a year ago on a solo gameplay that's 13 minutes long. People, that's ridiculous. One's an hour and 23 minutes, 852,000 views. Like, this isn't going away. These numbers are going to keep increasing, especially as more things become digitized. You remember, people used to just like these numbers on video games. Granted, there are some people starting to play pro or at least becoming professional streamers. Those are two different things. Some are pro gamers and streamers. Some are just pro streamers. But regardless, those numbers are like that for a lot of people who don't make money off the game. Imagine when they start to add, you can earn money while you play the game, get paid in crypto as you play the game, like literally sats stream to you as you're playing the video game. So that's where we're headed. The proof of concept has already worked. We see Axie Infinity work. Gala Games is working. Play to earn. The Philippine government said that they were going to tax, those who play Axie Infinity. That's how much money they're earning. They're earning a living wage there. So, like, as that starts to proliferate and the metaverse becomes a bigger thing and NFTs and all these things become a thing, the games will be here. And Crypto.com said they're going to partner up with Twitch and see how this goes. Also, Crypto.com debuted UFC NFTs, which, shout out to UFC. Shout out to UFC and the MMA and the fighting community as a whole. It was in the shadows for the longest amount of time, and now it's finally coming out to be very mainstream with deals with the ESPN and all that good stuff. So happy to see that. Happy to see the fighters actually get NFTs, like fighting trading cards. It's pretty cool. I hope with the NFT, you can see a fighter do like a signature move. That would be pretty cool. But the UFC has collaborated with Crypto.com for its first official NFT, which will be available on Thursday. You know what? Shout out to Crypto.com as a business, because goodness gracious, partnering with the UFC opens the door to ESPN, and you just partner with Twitch. You're talking about doing esports streaming. I see what you're doing, Crypto.com. Oh, let me guess what token they're all going to need to use. The crypto, was it the CRO token, the Crow? They're going to have to use the Crow token? I see what you're doing, Crypto.com. Listen, I'm not mad at you. In 2 years, you'll be one of the bigger companies. Hey, but your mama called you Monaco. I'm going to call you Monaco. No, I'm just messing with you. On Tuesday, crypto trading and payments firm Crypto.com revealed the release of the first authorized UFC non-fungible token. According to the news release, the UFC's new NFT series will include digital collectibles such as fight night paintings, event posters, championship belts, fighter personas, and avatars. Oh man, come on! I want like a live person on the NFT, like knocking somebody out or doing a hook or something. Like show me doing the spinning back kick or something, jumping, running, do the cage run and kick, do the spin kick off. I want to see some action. See, some paintings, event posters. What? Listen, man, look, I can go online and do that one. All right. On Thursday, the collection of NFTs known as UFC 268 packs. Woo, there we go. Hey, there we go. 268. Usman, the champ, folks, will be made available. If you don't know who Usman is, go ahead and Google him now. Give a shout out to the champ upcoming bout. UFC 268 Usman versus Covington 2 will be represented by this event's fight posters and belt designs. The NFTs will be accessible for purchase to fans while supplies last. Now, here is the one funny part about all this, and the reason why I also wanted to talk about this fight. Crypto.com, which sponsors the UFC, they are dropping UFC 268 packs in honor of this fight. Shout out to Usman Covington. Seriously, that first Usman and Covington. If you like fights, people, like if you one of those people who, hey, we ain't breaking shit up around here, hey, go ahead or stop talking. So if you're one of those people, this was probably, and I kid you not, I saw the Tyson Fury fight with Wilder, of course, the champion Wilder, still a champ in my book because they keep counting wrong every time Tyson get knocked down. And then they be trying to walk him around left and right for 10 seconds. That's a different story. I like Tyson Fury too. He's an amazing boxer, but hey, I like a fight. You get knocked down, you get up, you don't get to go walking around and you go fight or you done. So anyway, Usman and Covington was probably one of the greatest fights I've ever seen in my life. literally from start to finish for 25 minutes, or really like 24 and some change. They were throwing those hands. So I'm building this whole thing up to say all this. This fight will be in Madison Square Garden. It's in New York City, if I'm right. If I remember right. If I'm wrong, please correct me in the chat. But it's in New York City at Madison Square Garden. I mean, the first fight was already historic. People are like, many people say this is one of the greatest fights they've ever seen in their life. I mean, you're talking about two dudes evenly matched, 25 minutes going at it. And here's the kicker. This is why I'm building this whole story up, because this is hilarious to me. New York does not like crypto. It's Wall Street. So crypto.com is doing all this stuff. They're doing this big partnership. They're showcasing this in New York City. And literally one place in the United States that really does not like cryptocurrency because of Wall Street. So I thought that was hilarious. Yeah, it is in New York City. Yeah, this is how you know I'm not lying to you when I tell you. We usually look at the headlines and go from there, so you all get like the live take. But during a press conference at Madison Square Garden, New York City, UFC President Dana White announced the agreement. You know what? I hope that does open up more people's eyes in New York. Crypto.com, of course, being on all the UFC fighters, apparel, whatever they wear, I guess, shorts and shirts, hats, all that good stuff, and being on the ring. Hopefully this opens the eyes of New York City, where it's like, hey, this thing is huge. It's bigger than Wall Street at this point. You guys have to wake up and understand it. So we'll see what happens. But I thought that was hilarious, because it was just like, out of all places to do all of this, you choose New York? Like, man, New York has been dying pretty fast the last couple of years. So we'll see. Let's see. We have Jiu-Jitsu Crypto E. How safe is it to purchase Bitcoin from the Bitcoin ATM versus Cash App? Safety wise, there's good both ways. Only thing about Bitcoin ATM is some of them, usually all of them, because I mean, it is what it is, they're gonna have a little premium. So some of those premiums, I don't want to misquote, because I know the premiums go up. I think when you sell it, I don't want to misquote, but sometimes the premiums are high. Let's just say that, like maybe 10 to 15% or something. I don't know. Let's see. Ali Pio said NFTs are some highlights and knockouts. Exactly. S1 Doves, Canelo / Plant this weekend. Who you got, Warriors? Hey, Canelo, after that Mayweather thing, he said, I'm never losing again. You know what, DM Carr? I wasn't even thinking about that, but you're actually right. Crow to me is laughable, but you're right. We might actually need to start looking at Crow to get Crow. Now, to be fair, I don't even know the tokenomics on it, so this is not a thing to go get Crow. Maybe when we do another Friday show, we'll talk about Crow and this whole where we think the business is going with it. But yeah, with these partnerships, if they actually do what I just possibly said, and they do something where they try to leverage ESPN and Twitch for the gaming and esports, and something comes out of that, and they do some type of play to earn game, they use Crow or something, it's a possibility. But what I was gonna say is all they're gonna do though is all their Crow tokens go buy Bitcoin at that company. But it is what it is. Let's see, crypto.com, baby. Sergeant Crypto, what's going on? WGB, how do we get a piece of this metaverse? Yeah, I saw Bitcoins they were talking about yesterday. Get some of that land. Yeah, just go ahead and get some. I mean, honestly, you can just buy the token for some of it, but you can actually go in and buy the land with that as well. Let's see. Rendo like Denzel, what's going on? Let's see. WGB said, I saw 3 dudes in the alley last night throwing dice for Bitcoin. WGB, stop playing with me. Are you serious? Are you serious? That's hilarious. Michael Kennedy said, I got a mythical gun on mobile, and that shit was expensive. Yeah, I mean, listen, they're already doing it with the games, but they're going to try to make guns as NFTs or guns as things in the metaverse, and they're going to try to make it as realistic and fun and all this stuff where people be collecting that type of stuff too. So yeah, it will be interesting. All right, let's see. Laotian government budget expected to gain $194 million from crypto miners by 2022. It is November, and you mean in another 2 months, the dough starts rolling in. Hand clap for the Laotian government. You know what? Hand clap to Southeast Asia. Beautiful countries over there. I've been to Cambodia. That was a pretty cool experience. Shout out to the Laotian government. Lawmakers reportedly plan to use the extra revenue for where they're calling priority programs, including paying down the national debt and responding to the pandemic. Oh my goodness. It's like common sense is a superpower. People, it's just not that common. Even though I did see someone in the comment section, Will, what's up, Will? Will said Bitcoin is bad for the bribery capital of the world. And that's what I was about to essentially say. I mean, like, we don't even have to pay taxes anymore. This is what I keep saying over and over again. It's like, we don't even write me into the next ballot. All right, I'll do it. Damn it. We don't even, I want at least 5 to 10 million too, though. You want to make sure I don't accept bribes. But listen, we don't have to pay taxes if we do simple stuff like this. Or we continue to pay taxes and we do things like pay down the national debt. So we're not worried about increasing the debt ceiling every year, because that's essentially what's been going on every year right now. Every administration has been kicking the can since really Obama, because the last economic collapse was in 2008. So Obama kicked the can before he got out of office. He didn't audit the Fed. Trump kicked the can. He was like, hey, I'm not auditing them. I don't want to talk about it. Biden's not auditing them. They're doing the exact same thing when it comes to the money at the very least. So again, shout out to Laotian government. This is a great news story. Again, this is a pilot project too. This is not even this is what? This is not even them up and running. This is up. Hey, they're in the garage right now with old boxes of pizza and peeing and Gatorade bottles. All right, they grinding. The Laotian government's pilot project to explore cryptocurrency mining and trading is expected to bring in roughly $194 million to the country's total domestic revenue projected for 2022. This is according to a Tuesday report from Malaysian news outlet The Star. The Laotian government's recent bid to capitalize on China's crypto mining crackdown may be netting the country $2 trillion, allow KIP roughly $194 million at the time of publication, in revenue from 6 firms. That's only 6 firms. The companies in the public-private mining pilot program. Why would you do that? The companies in the public-private mining pilot program officials approved in September include WAP Data Technology Lao, Fong Sub Devi Road and Bridge Construction, Seasicket Construction Company Limited, Bupa Road Bridge Design Survey, Joint Development Bank, and Fuzi Group. The government reportedly said the funds would increase the expected revenue for the National Assembly's draft budget in 2022 by 20% that of 2021. And they plan to use that extra revenue for priority programs, as we mentioned, paying down national debt and respond to the pandemic. I mean, this is crazy. They granted 6 companies permission to mine crypto. The country's central bank has issued more. So they have issued warnings about unregulated crypto assets. So essentially, I get it though. At least they're doing something. They're trying to make it illegal for their citizens, but they're like, hey, but the government gonna use it. So whatever, at least the government's actually using it. But that's definitely a great news story. I mean, people, that's loud. Like, that's loud. And I got Lao friends and everything, but it's not a huge country with the amount of resources as some of the other first world countries out there. So it's just crazy. Imagine what a first world country could bring in. If we were to say here in the United States, all right, let's set up mining in like 5 to 6, 7 different states. Like, just allow the states to have their own pilot programs and see what happens. And let's see what happens. Like, what could go wrong, right? Yeah, like that's what's so, unfortunately it's hilarious, but it's not hilarious. It's sadly hilarious. That's the word I was looking for. Is that nothing like what will go wrong? Like, it's so crazy. Just let people start setting up some computers in different areas. But hey, I know the play. Not mad. I get it. Rico San Diego staking Bitcoin will be the new SSI. It really will be. Mon F, nothing but IOUs for SSI. I mean, that's what's crazy too. When you talk about SSI, like, people, hey, if you're in our generation right now, you talking about some SSI, good luck. Good luck. Hey, I don't know if we are even capable of getting it. It's gonna be like gas is gonna be $90 a gallon. All right, let's see. Last but not least, Miami mayor plans to accept next paycheck entirely in Bitcoin. Yeah. Get the Miami mayor shout out. Shout out to Bitcoin's aid too. Yeah, I know he's been down there in Miami making some things shake. He's trying to get me to move out there too. Funny enough, Miami was on the hit list. I was almost going to buy a condo out there before I moved to LA. So it was on the hit list. So there might be some co-locating going on here soon. We'll see what happens. But Shout out to Miami. The mayor said he preferred to use an app like Bitwage or Strike rather than having the local government convert his fiat paycheck into crypto. What? Francis Suarez, who has served as a mayor of Miami since 2017. Woo! Hey, he in there. Look, this is my city. We're moving toward crypto. Florida, hey, you know Florida, Florida, and somebody let me know in the comments, what's the capital of Florida? What is it? I don't even know the capital of Florida off the top of my head, but the state of Florida has a lot going on. So I'm sure they're probably like, Miami and crypto, what? Man, what are you talking about right now? We got, and let's not forget, Florida has football. People, I know in different parts of the world, like myself in LA, even with a winning team, football is not that huge like it is in some Midwest and Southern states. But Florida football is huge, is way bigger than crypto, okay? So I think him being in his position for so long and being in the state of Florida, that definitely bodes well. But in a Tuesday Twitter post, Suarez said he aimed to be the first United States lawmaker at the state or federal level. That's what I'm talking about. To accept part of his salary in Bitcoin, public records show the Miami's mayor's salary was $97,000 annually between 2016 and 2017, meaning he would receive a monthly paycheck of more than 8,000 or 0.13 Bitcoin at a price of 63,000. I mean, just imagine that paycheck in 2016 when Bitcoin was $400 and he was receiving it in Bitcoin. Like, granted, then I'm sure he's like, look, I need to half and half this thing. I got a family, right? But as far as his Bitcoin, if you would have saw the vision then, if you would have believed in it then, would have been crazy. But Suarez, let's see. Suarez said that he preferred to use an app. This is what I really like too, which is hilarious to me. Hey, he know Miami, he know Florida. Suarez said that he would prefer to use an app like Bitwage or Strike rather than have the local government go through the effort to convert his fiat paycheck into crypto. I get what he's really saying, and I feel it. He's saying, I want a private company to do this because ain't none of y'all business, even though he's a mayor, so he'll still probably release everything. But he also wants to make sure it's done right? He's like, no, make sure there's no excuses. We don't have to train anyone up on the government. We don't have to put taxpayer money toward this, nothing. We can use a company that's already established in the crypto community. And I think we've actually had Bitwage on, I believe. I know Bitcoin Zay talks about Strike a lot. But let's see, I'm going to take my next paycheck, 100% of Bitcoin, problem solved at Ceristi. Can you help? And that was Mayor Francis Suarez. So shout out to the Miami mayor, man. That's what's up right there. Next paycheck entirely in Bitcoin. I mean, could you imagine the mayor do it? And then like another year or 2 or 3 years when the next halving happens and the price shoots up further, how everyone else, like every other mayor got like, it's going to be 2017 ICOs. It's going to be 2020, 2021 NFTs. And now it looks like 2022 will be Metaverse talk. But it is literally going to be government officials going crazy, doing backflips, military, everybody. No, I want my shit in Bitcoin too. I want mine. We all doing this. What's going on? And that's when the hyper Bitcoinization will happen. That's when mass adoption will really be mass adoption. And that's when it's really gonna get crazy because animal is most dangerous when it's like cornered, when it fears life, you know? And that's what's gonna happen with a lot of these banks and governments. They're going to be cornered with a lot of citizens who have moved off the grid entirely, at least financially. So when that happens, who knows what will happen next as far as regulatory environment. So we'll check it out. Sergeant Crypto, thank you. Shout out to the Warriors, man. Y'all are amazing. Tallahassee is the capital of Florida. All right, I thought so too. There we go, Project Experience, born and raised in the county of Dade. Hey, listen, I know all about Miami from a lot of my football friends way back when. I used to see them juke, do all the good stuff. I get it. Let's see, Sean's on deck. No, let me stop. Satoshi Slim said, what will happen next? El Salvador moved in and end up as sweet as we thought it would. In what way? What do you mean? I think the El Salvador move with Bitcoin is still, I'm shaking the hell out of my laptop, my fire guy. I think the El Salvador move is still new, it's early. So I think they're still doing pretty good. No one in their crypto journey, at least to my estimation, I feel like, won't like trip or have any hurdles. We've seen that with like crypto.com. They just in 2 stories a day. They were Monaco, they rebranded. like Coinbase, second in command, or the co-founder left. Like all types of things with every company has been happening and will continue to happen in this wild west. So I think it's still early. I think they're in good shape. Let's see. Who else do we have really quick before we get on out of here? Tim said, pay me in Bitcoin. You already know it. Finn said, Broward. You already know. Ball Greasy. Yep, you know it. You know it. Yep. Let's see. What new farms have we found? Oh, yeah. Let them know in the comment section new farms you found. Let's see. Yes, project experience in football and basketball. I went to school in North Carolina, so I can't agree to the basketball part. Like, I went to North Carolina State, but we had Duke and Chapel Hill right next door. So it was like, but I feel it. Did we see Vitalik's article on crypto cities? I haven't seen that one yet. I got to check that out, but I can see it happening. I mean, everything will be digitized, so I can definitely see it happening. All right. Other than that, let's see. Other than that is the show for today. Okay, a couple of last comments. Fistful, could it be a market for Bitcoin ATMs in the metaverse to get around the big money for the physical equipment? Is that just an exchange? Yeah, I think if it's digital, I mean, again, technically it probably is whatever you just said it was to begin with, or like your ideal is probably fair. But to regulators, they're gonna be like, oh no, you a bank. Matter of fact, in exchange, you're a bank. Like they're coming for you. So you gotta know that. Let's see. Satoshi Slim worried about the government controlling the Chivo wallet. Oh, of course. I mean, of course. That's what we listen to people. We're trying to keep this shit real simple. Y'all don't be listening. Bitcoin. Where is it at? Bitcoin, private wallet, private keys. That is literally the beginning and end. Everything else is fun. All right, everything else is fun. So I say that because, yeah, I mean, the government is going to control the cheap wallet. Like, I think it was already something. I thought we talked about this, but I went to one of the meetups out in Venice Beach a few weeks ago. Shout out to Todd, one of our crypto warriors, told me about it. I met him up out there. But yeah, they had two people who had just got back from El Salvador, and they're talking about the Chivo wallet. And essentially, I can't remember exactly what they were saying, but there was already something going on in the QR code and everything where, like, essentially they were trying to keep your Bitcoin in that wallet. There was some weird stuff going on already. They're like, when you try to use your regular wallets and pay for stuff, certain things won't accept or something like that, you have to use the actual Chivo wallet. So it's already some weird stuff. But that's because, yes, it's government control for sure. Even if they fully don't control it yet, I mean, it's going to be tough for them not to dip. Listen, have any of these governments not dipped? Haven't any of them not gotten a taste? Is it going to stop in 2021? It hasn't stopped throughout history, so I don't know. But that's why at the end of the day, it's like Bitcoin and private wallet, and then whatever. If you got to pay for milk and groceries, then yeah, get your Fed coin on, get your whatever coin on. But yeah, I mean, yeah, the government made it. They're definitely going to make it with control in mind because they're going to say it's a security point of view. Let's see. Movado say nobody gonna try to audit the Fed. They are the real gang. Listen, if a president tried to audit the Fed, woo, man, heart attack. You already know it. Shaw Yu, hey, Litmo Crypto, hey, shout out to Shaw Yu. Hey, y'all did used to be at these NC State parties. We know. What's up? Shaw Yu, low key. I can't remember if it was Shaw or St. Aug or something. Hey, it was like a little 2-year thing. It was up. Don't be walking around by yourself out these. Don't be going to class by yourself. No, let's see. Bill Spiff. Thank you, Bill Spiff. I appreciate that. Bitcoin is the only real shield project on this channel, LOL. Let's see. Last couple of comments. Just wondering, okay. Roland Wishers, like a bag of Doritos, one chip, you can't stop. You already know it. All right. Other than that, that is the show for today. It looks like, it's the morning show. Okay, it looks like we had 205 people watching now and 133 likes. This is crazy. This is madness. I mean, listen, I'm telling you about Crow, the moves they making. What is happening right here? Oh my goodness. Okay, there we go. 134. I mean, can we get that count up real quick? How about this? How about tomorrow when we wake up, if we can't get over that little 200, like 200 likes is pathetic. I'm asking for this. If we can't get over 200 likes, I'm going back to sleep on the real, or I'm just going to go out and start turning up in the morning because I do things like that some days. Other than that, smash that like and share. We'll see you all tomorrow with some more crypto news, or we'll see you Thursday or Friday. What's today? Wednesday, maybe Friday, because nobody's smashing that like.